This week, we have been working on using conjunctions to connect independent clauses. A comma in a conjunction is used to connect two independent clauses. Let's look at this example. He ran to the store and he bought a new football. There's two independent clauses here. He ran to the store, he bought a new football. Both are independent clauses because they have a subject, he, and a verb, what he was doing. He ran, he bought a new football. When we combine these two independent clauses together, it needs a comma and a conjunction. Notice how the comma is coming after that first independent clause. You have your comma and your conjunction before you begin the second independent clause. Let's look at the next example. I like reading books and watching football. I see a conjunction, but I don't see a comma. Why not? Well, I like reading books is an independent clause, has a subject and a verb, but watching football, that's not an independent clause. That's not a sentence. There's no subject. So in this example, there is no comma needed before and because these are not two independent clauses. We are only using the comma before the conjunction when we are connecting two independent clauses. I like reading books and watching football. No comma is needed. Let's look at some examples where errors were made in these sentences. We're going to identify what the error is and how to fix the sentence. I want to go to the mall and, comma, I want to go to the fair. Well, we have two independent clauses. I want to go to the mall. I want to go to the fair. If I have two independent clauses, I can connect them using a comma and a conjunction. Look at the order, though. They put the comma after the conjunction. The comma is supposed to come before the conjunction. Let's look at the corrected sentence. I want to go to the mall, comma, and I want to go to the fair. When we see this comma here, that's a pause in our reading, and that was where you would want your reader to pause. I want to go to the mall, and I want to go to the fair. That's where that pause would make sense. Let's look at the next example. I want to go to the mall, and I want to go to the fair. In this example, they connected two independent clauses, but they used two commas. The comma is only needed before the conjunction. I want to go to the mall, and I want to go to the fair. Let's look at our next two examples. He likes Clemson football and basketball. In this sentence, he likes Clemson football is an independent clause, but and basketball is not an independent clause. That's not a sentence that could stand on its own. So we do not need to have this comma here before the conjunction. He likes Clemson football and basketball. We're only connecting the words football and basketball. We are not connecting two independent clauses. Let's look at our final example. He went to the Clemson football game and he went to the basketball game. In this example, we have two independent clauses. He went to the Clemson football game. He went to the basketball game. If I'm connecting two independent clauses, I'm going to need a comma and a conjunction. Look at what is missing. They did not put a comma before the conjunction. Here is our corrected sentence. He went to the Clemson football game, comma, and he went to the basketball game. Please spend some time looking over these examples so that you can make sure you are punctuating your sentences correctly and that you're using commas and conjunctions where they are supposed to be used. It's very important in your writing. Today for your practice, you're going to be answering each of these sentences by highlighting the best answer. You'll be identifying if the sentences need commas, and then you'll be picking out the sentences that are punctuated correctly. When we are talking about punctuation, we're looking for which sentences are using the commas correctly.